Hi, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for all of you that have left comments, have shared, have given me the big thumbs up. I really appreciate each and every one of you, and I am so grateful to be here. So thank you for joining me again. This is your weekly forecast for the 12th of November until the 18th. If you'd like to join me on Facebook, please do so. It's Natalie Collins Intuitive Medium, and there you will find this card spread in visual as well as the written word. So here we are with this week's cards. Let's see who's going where. So this is number 1, number 2 and number 3, or left, middle, right for those that are on Facebook. Now just take a moment to come into yourself. You may find it really helpful to just pause the video here so that you can take a little bit of time feeling the energy of these cards and which one or which ones are for you this coming week. So just take a moment, take a deep breath. You may feel drawn to it, you may find that one is popping out a bit brighter, but here are your cards. So, are we ready? So, for the left cards, for card number 1, for those that are joining me for card number 1, here's your card. This is rain and purification. Now, I do feel very much that you are being called to look at what you're putting into your body fuel-wise, what you're putting into your body emotionally, and what also you're feeding yourself spiritually with. I do feel like for some of you, you're going to be looking at food intolerances, and you may find that they culminate to the point where you decide that actually you're going to do something about it this week. For some of you, you're going to be laying off alcohol, and you are going to be stepping into the realms of drinking more water. And for some of you that do not drink water at all, you may very well be drawn to drinking the clear stuff. I do feel that this card is also very clearing in the fact that there is going to be a complete release of toxic thought patterns, but hold on to that because I do feel like that's going to be towards the weekend rather than the beginning of the week, although you may begin to consider these things and think about them in the beginning. I do feel very much as though towards the middle of the week you are going to be feeling like there's a little bit of rebirth going on, and that's because you're ready to jump into I'm releasing everything that no longer serves me, whether it's physical, emotional, mental, spiritually. It's going to happen. So just be aware this week, be gentle on yourself, and know that it is okay to let go of things that no longer serve you. Maybe you've not had the best diet or meal plan over the past few years, and actually you're feeling called to be looking at that more. Be aware of that midweek, that towards the end of the working week, Thursday, Friday in particular, that feeling of bubbling inside of you that's not physical, but is letting you know that it's time to start again. I do feel like for some of you, this is going to be such an amazing week because it's going to bring forward that ability to move forwards and switch up what you're doing yourself and what you're putting into your body. So that is card number 1, purification. That's going to come through in many different forms. I do feel at the weekend there is going to be an opportunity for you to complete a situation or a circumstance that no longer serves you because you have learnt from it. So do be aware in case there is, it may feel like disruption, but just be aware of anything that's coming to an end or has come to an end but you're holding on to. And that can mean many things, but I do feel for a lot of you it's going to be toxic thought patterns. It's going to be the ego saying you can't possibly do something because you're not good enough. This is going to change. This is going to bring about new growth and endless possibilities for the year ahead. But it's a process that you do need to go through. So just be aware of that for my left pickers and for my card number 1s, of purification and a feeling of excitedness towards the end of the week that actually things are going to start again. And just be gentle on yourself at the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, of any situations that you are now ready to let go of. Do let them go with love. Do let anyone that you need to let go of with love. Send love on their way as they continue their journey and you continue yours. So, second card, and this is middle, depending on if you've watched me on Facebook or if you're just joining me here on YouTube. This is celebration, this is dance. Now, for some of you, you may be a bit confused as to why you need to celebrate if there is nothing coming up. But what we need to do is tap into our ancestral ways and understand that dance was a way of storytelling. It's a way of speaking our truth, of working through emotions, working through anything that is going on, as well as celebration in the traditional sense that we have now. And I do feel like the overall theme of the week is, if things feel a little bit impossible, switch the music on and get boogieing. Now, you can do this on your own. Maybe you just need to sing along in the car by yourself. I do it very loudly and very badly, and it helps me to no end. But I do feel like for lots of you middle pickers and for card number 2, that you are going to be working through some quite big stuff that you thought had maybe been put to bed. I do feel like towards the end of the working week, Thursday, Friday, possibly from Wednesday, you're going to need to feel grounded, and you're going to need to remember to practice that. Practice being grounded and in that moment, so that you then don't jump overboard when you don't need to in conversations and communications with people. And also to help you make the right decisions that you need to make that are informed and in alignment with yourself. I do feel like over the weekend you're going to be going within yourself quite a bit. For some of you, you may feel the need to hide away at home. You may feel the need to draw away from social situations or commitments and just take some time for yourself, whether you take yourself off and away for the weekend or whether you just need to spend some time on you. I also feel that for some of you it's going to be more of an internal going within, but just know that that's always there. So take that time this weekend to really step back into yourself, and if you feel the need to close yourself off a little bit and step back from the wider community, that's okay. It's just a way for you to regather all those strings that you have to hold or choose to hold, for some of you that hold other people's strings and commitments, a way to come back and center yourself. So do remember that and do take that time. It is very important. But also remember the overall theme for this week for you is working through your story, working through any emotions that may be coming up. And you may find dance is helpful, and it is more of a way of explaining how other people and our ancestors have dealt with those things in the past, which has been very helpful for them. And it's something that they would have done as a tribe as well as in small groups or alone. It's very powerful, and I've done it myself, so I do implore you to take some time for yourself when you're working through any big emotions or situations that you felt had been dealt with. You may just need to let your hair down a little bit. There are going to be some of you that do feel very much as though they have been busy bumbling through the past couple of months, and now it's time to just let their hair down. But I do feel that working through your story, your life story so far, I do feel very much grounding for you at the middle to end of the week, and then a slight going within, which is totally okay for my middle pickers. And card number 3, or card on the right if you're on Facebook with me, this is Ocean. I do apologise. And this is Ebb and Flow. Now, I do feel very much as though you may feel your energy levels quite a bit more this week. For those that are in tune, you know what I'm on about. For those that don't quite understand what I mean by energetic levels, you may feel quite up, quite down, quite up, quite down, or you may find things stop, start, stop, start, stop, start. What you're being asked to do this week is to become aware of that. And when you're in an ebb, just sit back. It's like when you're trying to push a car uphill, it's not going to happen. And when you're in a flow, you can try and hold back as much as possible. It's like trying to be at the bottom of a river, trying to hold the water from coming down. It's not going to happen. The best thing you can do is learn to go with those ebbs and flows. They are right there. You can feel them, you can tap into them. All you need to do is take some time to be still, be present with yourself and any situations that you are in. And I do feel very much as though for some of you this is going to be quite a week of learning your own energy levels and then resting when you need to. There's going to be some of you that don't listen to your body or that energetic sense, and you keep pushing and pushing and wondering why you're not getting to where you want to be. And that's because you need to tune into yourself and understand your own internal rhythms and your ebbs and flows. So just be aware of that. I do feel towards the middle, towards the end of the week, Thursday, Friday possibly, maybe Wednesday as well, it's time to start those projects that you have been waiting to do. It's a perfect opportunity for you to get those wheels in motion for things that have been sat on the shelf for too long. So what is it that you've been wanting to do, put into motion, or bring about within your life? This is going to be a chance for you to do that. And I think looking at your ebbs and flows within your life and your own energetic levels is going to help you to no end, because then you're going to be able to go when you need to go, stop when you need to stop, and rest. I do feel like over the weekend it may be quite a mixed bag of changing hats, if you like. So for some of you there's going to be some real busyness, there's going to be some real hecticness, and almost like things haven't gone quite according to plan and you're having to shift your thoughts or your physical actions in response to that. I'm also being made aware that you may find that there's people or a person in your life or a situation that you're going to see very differently, and it is going to cause a stir within you. What you need to understand is that you have everything you need to deal with anything that comes your way. You just need to remember that in the moment. And the more that you can stay in that physical presence of I am right here in whatever I do, the easier you're going to find it to transition into whatever it is you need to be. So the overall theme for you, for my right pickers and card number 3, is all about understanding that life has ebbs and flows, and we do too. It's about bringing to life those projects or those things that you wish to see in your life towards the end of the week, and then being aware that you can juggle, you can handle anything that you need to over the weekend as long as you are physically in your presence and fully grounded. So just remember that. I do have to say I'm very thankful that you are joining me. I am so grateful the comments and for the likes and thumbs up and all of those new subscribers. I am so thankful for that. If you have just tuned in, please do hit the subscribe button if you can. Hit the little bell notification, I believe it's just down there somewhere. That will ensure that you get notifications of the readings and the daily cards that I'm posting up, which are of inspiration and guidance and are drawn for each specific day that I am doing it. They are only small videos, just a few moments of your time that may help you stay on track and remain at peace with yourself. Do find me on Facebook, if you may, Natalie Collins Intuitive Medium. If you'd like to book a reading with me, spirit reading, card reading, please do so. Email me at nataliecollinsmedium@outlook.com. I will make sure that it's written properly down there because I can't speak properly today. And I will get back to you as soon as possible. So I will see you tomorrow morning, bright and early, for the day, the card of the day. And I appreciate each and every one of your support. And for those that have emailed me about private readings, I will get back to you as soon as I possibly can. Ciao for now.